Hello everyone, welcome back to Omegon 2 Electric Boogaloo. Today I'd like to talk about Juicy Small Tits, aka Juicy Small Bits, aka Jussie Smollett, inmates number blah 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 within the halls of injustice. If you've not seen that series on my main channel, there is a video covering him, but there's also an entire playlist called the Jussie Smollett Saga, as it is ongoing and he is supposed to be in prison. His more recent excursions into the outside world, well, they are quite entertaining. I am, for the sake of this channel, going to give you the Cliff's Notes of who Jussie is, why Jussie is an absolute twat, and why Jussie is again in the news and why I find that quite interesting. Jussie Smollett was an actor who rose to fame on the TV show Empire. He is currently 40 years old and considered disgraced. He was fired from the show Empire eventually after he faked a hate crime, piggybacking on the hatred towards Trump's MAGA stuff. To do that, he hired the Osendero brothers, themselves not very white, so the MAGA thing fell a little flat. When the police went to him when the complaint was initially made, he kept the noose on his neck because he wanted everyone to see it. Bit strange. Eventually the police got sus, the original charges were dropped, that was then changed when somebody else stepped in, and Jussie Smollett owed a lot of money in overtime for wasting police time to the Chicago Police Department. He never paid up. Eventually this got escalated. During that time it came to light that Jussie Smollett was trying to use this as a bargaining chip to get a higher salary on Empire. He was fired from Empire as a consequence. He was eventually memed to high heaven by comedians, actors, actresses. Some didn't because gay black man can't be seen mocking him. That could be considered racist and or homophobic. My view on it is far simpler. He's a twat. Go nuts. His race and sexuality mean nothing. But of course I could be wrong. He did use it as a shield after all, and he incited further hatred and potential attacks by using his own race and sexuality as the point when it came to his alleged attack and potential lynching, which is not what happened at all. On March the 16th of this year, Jussie Smollett was released from Cook County Jail after serving 6 days of a 150-day sentence for 5 counts of felony disorderly conduct. Since then, he is of course appealing this, and he was, while he was in there, on a hunger strike, only eating ice. He's such a brave bitch, I bet he took tips from David Blaine. I have firmly held the position that there is no chance Jussie Smollett, as an actor, will be seen as an A-lister or in front of the camera rebuilding his career ever again. More recently, others have been caught out. Amber Heard, Ezra Miller, one has to be investigated of course, the other one has been completely vanquished. With more actors and actresses being caught out, it is less likely these kinds of people will succeed, and in the case of Amber Heard, she piggybacked off Me Too. So much like Jussie Smollett piggybacking off of the hatred towards MAGA Trump stuff, it's that same thing, and using it for your own selfish personal gain, which is why I believed that Jussie Smollett could not come back from this. But I could well be wrong, I still could be. It's always possible that Jussie could find a way back. And with that spirit in mind, and with an appeal in progress, we get to talk about the fact that Jussie Smollett turned up on the red carpet of the 22nd Annual BET Awards in Los Angeles, which is to me quite fascinating. Who on earth allowed him there? Who on earth would want to allow him there? Because while he does bring press, and all press is not bad press, right? It's all good press. No, he makes the BET Awards look like shite. That's what he does, by simply being there. So let's talk about his appearance and the fallout. Jussie Smollett turned up on the red carpet of the 22nd Annual BET Awards on Sunday night, marking his Hollywood return 3 months after he was released from prison. And while Jussie's case remains on appeal, he decided to make his return to the red carpet, where he spoke to press at the Los Angeles Microsoft Theater about his directorial debut with the BET Plus original movie, B-Boy Blues. This explains why he's gone somewhat under the radar, because he's not in front of it, is he? Smollett, who was nominated for Best Actor at the 2015 BET Awards, smiled for the cameras while looking smart in a beige blazer. I don't give a crap about his fashion sense. Quoted as saying, I never thought of myself as working my way back into Hollywood. That doesn't surprise me, because you believe you're innocent, even though you were proven guilty and sentenced to prison, where you still maintain your innocence, yet all the evidence says, "You fucking did it, you dipshit." But what do I know? Have you even paid back Chicago PD yet? This has always been the plan, to expand my empire, so to speak, to expand to the level of what I want to do. I got to direct multiple episodes of the show, as well as my music videos. I directed all of them. I'm not surprised. Some people won't want to work with you. But to be able to usher in just a new generation of artists, of actors, of this amazing talent that's out there, that has so much to tell you, that is what's feeding me. Are you sure it's not residuals? Or perhaps, ice. I hear it's free in some places. Jussie also went on to confirm that he will be very soon releasing new music, and people are going to be very excited to see this, hear this, celebrate it, enjoy the fact that Jussie Smollett, a convicted hate crime creator, is being championed and being given work. Now, I do believe everyone should be given a chance to work their way up, but in the case of Jussie, I don't believe that, because Jussie hasn't done the one thing that would actually allow for him to earn it again, because he still believes he's innocent, yet he has been proven guilty, and that is to simply say, "I'm sorry, I lied, I fabricated, I piggybacked off the MAGA hatred to use it to elevate myself, and in doing so, slid down that ladder exceptionally fast and refused to cooperate or tell the truth." Words you will not hear Jussie say. You wouldn't even hear him say them after he's done serving the remainder of his sentence, which I firmly believe he should serve all of, but just keep him in there until he admits he's wrong, because he is wrong. He's just so arrogant he believes he's right, he's refusing to see the truth when it's right in front of him, or when he puts it around his neck and pretends that someone tried to lynch him. Understandably, Jussie Smollett was mocked to high heaven on Twitter, and here are some tweets. Mr. Sneakerhead, everyone watching Jussie Smollett on the red carpet. Letitia, the internet ain't S, and I'm all, what? What does this even say? Carrie Master Crypto, blah, 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 blah. Work this one out for me, please. Kinji, not Jussie Smollett trying to get his black card reinstated. Baba Black Sheep, who let Jussie Smollett into the Bet Awards? This man faked a hate crime and blamed white people for it and got a slap on the wrist. If you got money, regardless of race, you have privilege. Marie, a lie is a lie no matter how small it is. I like that one. Drake Mosley, we are way too forgiving as a people. We really let Jussie Smollett chill like this at the Bet Awards? This should be a place of black excellence, not Instagram models, rapper baby mamas, and race-baiting liars. My favorite tweet of all, really. He is a race-baiting liar, and he set relations back with his behavior. Others championed it until they found out at the 11th hour, oh whoa, he's a fucking liar. Jussie should be ashamed of himself, as should those who championed him, as should those who give this dipshit work. Jussie needs to sod off.